So this is, easy. Just
Okay.
conversation,
Cool.
Estamos con Steven de la banda Venrez. Nos va a comentar un poquito acá en el Key Club en Los Ángeles acerca de su banda. Steven,
Hey everybody, how are you?
how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody left cocaine over there.
I know, we
It's
saw
crazy.
some cocaine residue over there.
Yeah. This is LA,
Yeah, I know. About 20 years ago, I'd walk over there and lick it right up, but not today.
Yeah, you're clean now. So tell me about your band. The name is Venrez. Why the name?
Well, we came up with, the name's Venrez. It's kind of a combination of my first and last name, Stephen Berez. I had a dream.
What is
and
your
saw
heritage?
it. I'm Russian.
Oh, Tasiva.
Yeah, Russian, but born here in Los Angeles. So we came up with that name, band. We started the band in August of 2009. But the players right now are very different. The only original members of the band are Jason Womack and myself. Jason writes the music, and I write the lyrics. And this version has been together for about 15 months, with Alex Kane on second guitar, Eddie Davis on drums, and Mike Bradford on bass. And we toured Europe twice. We just finished a U.S. tour with Fuel, which was a very successful tour. Got to play for about 40,000 people at the Super Bowl Village the week before the Super Bowl game on January 31st. And our new album, Sell the Lie, just released on February 28th on Sony Red Records.
Wow. What have you done before Venrez?
Well, that's a real interesting story too. And when I was about 17 and a half, I had a friend who played guitar pretty well, and he knew a rich kid who had a drum kit and a rehearsal studio, found a bass player, and we started jamming, and I was singing, and it sounded pretty good, and we jammed for a couple months, and we're starting to sound tight, and then it just kind of all fell apart. Everybody was kind of flaky and young, and I thought to myself, well, I'm never going to get anywhere doing this. So I just moved on. Flash forward many years later, I had a condo I was renting up in the Hollywood Hills with another singer-songwriter up near the Hollywood sign here in Los Feliz. And we had a huge sun deck, and he said, hey, let's build a tiki bar out here. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, build it. And the next thing I knew, all these guys were there building this tiki bar. What I didn't know is that they were all famous musicians like Jason Womack. Jason played bass for 3.5 years with Juliette Lewis. He was an original lick, Juliette Lewis and the Licks, and wrote many songs for her. And so he was there, and we hooked up, and we started writing songs together. Actually, Ed Davis, who's our drummer, he played drums. He was the second drummer in Juliette Lewis and the Licks, and he played with her and Jason for 3 years. And Mike Bradford and Jason grew up together in Jackson, Mississippi, and have been playing music since they were 15. So there's a real chemistry between this group of guys,
Awesome. Influences and the sound of the band.
The influences for the sound come from Jason's influences, which is the Jesus and Mary Chain and Tool and the bands that were influenced by the Jesus and Mary Chain. He was born in the 70s, and so his parents played a lot of 70s rock as he was a child and growing up. So, we have this sick kind of in-your-face, the Jesus Mary Chain kind of feel, Alice in Chains, kind of 90s meets 70s beat, 2012 fresh. And those were his influences. My influences as a frontman are really old school. Morrison, Jagger, Robert Plant, Roger Daltrey, David Bowie.
You have that look,
Yeah, I'm kind of got that 70s look. It's a natural for me, but I'm definitely a 70s era type frontman with what I do on stage. And, after this last tour in America, our first tour, it seems pretty obvious that people like it. They also like that 70s beat, 90s, 2012 kind of fresh thing, where every song isn't the same, where there's stops, turnarounds, melodies. We get Alice in Chains comparisons because of the two-part harmonies. Yeah, but Jason and I have these two-part harmonies going. And although it might be something familiar to people that are over 50, 50 to 70, who saw the Stones in the 70s and 60s and the Doors and those type of bands. Today's young crowd out there, they really have no conception of it. So it's something new for them.
Awesome. What about the future?
Well, we're going to be touring a lot behind this album. Sell the Lie just released on February 28th. We're looking to go out on tour very soon. We're talking to a few bands. We are booked to go out with Alice Cooper in June.
Awesome.
We'll be opening for Alice Cooper for 8
whole
shows.
Tour or some?
No, we're doing 8 shows with him from June 11th, beginning in Charleston, South Carolina, and ending on June 22nd. I forget where it is. I know the second last show's in Louisville, Kentucky. They just added another show in the South. They're all kind of Midwest, South, East Coast dates. They're 8 shows, so we get to open for the Legend. I'm real excited about that. We do need to go out in April, May. We were talking to Garbage, but they decided not to take an opening band with them. Probably do something with them in the future, but there's 3 really big bands we're talking to right now about going out in April or May. If that doesn't happen, we'll do the Alice Cooper tour and be doing festivals throughout the rest of the summer. And what we'll do over the next couple months is probably go in and continue recording what will be the next album, which will be released in February of 2013.
Oh, are you working on that?
Yeah, we're already pretty much halfway done with it. So,
do you have any song already written?
We're going to actually play 2 songs tonight that'll be on the next record.
Okay.
Intellectual Drool and Silver and Gold. And we always do, that's what we try to do. When we're out touring behind music that we've been doing that's current, we always work in new songs that will be on the next record into the set until we've played them all. And before we record them, we've had a chance to play them live.
Yeah, right. Any cover are you playing?
We're not playing any covers right now. There is one on the album, written by Stevie Winwood, Blind Faith. They performed it in Hyde Park in 1969. It's called Can't Find My Way Home. We recorded it. It's on the album. We did it for the movie Freaky Deaky, which was, it's written by Elmore Leonard. He wrote Get Shorty, Jackie Brown, Be Cool, 310 to Yuma, Out of Sight, Big Bounce. And the new movie Freaky Deaky's like Get Shorty. It's a crime fiction action comedy. It was accepted to the Tribeca Film Festival, Robert De Niro's festival, and it will be premiering there on April 22nd. I will be there for the premiere. And that cover, Can't Find My Way Home, is on the soundtrack, and it's also on our album, Sell the Lie.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, you have a lot of things to do in the future, so I'm happy for you. If there's anything else you want to share with the viewers, fans?
Well, whenever I'm asked that in an interview, I only have one thing to say, and thank you to all the fans. The Venrez Rock Band is so grateful to you. We know that without you, we cannot do what we love. And we never forget you. We are there for you, and we know, and we'll never forget that the only reason we get to record and tour is because of you. And we know that. Thank you so much. We love you for that.
And if they want to buy the CD, they can go...
Yeah, the best way, if you don't have it in your record store, if you want it digital, you can go to iTunes, or you can buy it physically from our website, Venrez, VENREZ, theband.com. Again, VENREZ, theband.com. We're playing here tonight at the Key Club. If you're in LA and you didn't make the show tonight, we'll be headlining the Viper Room on Friday night, April 20th, and that'll probably be our last LA show for quite some time. So if you're anywhere near LA, April 20th, get out to the Viper Room. You can see us.
Okay. Awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Pleasure. Cool. Thanks for coming down, man.